Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, some of you really enjoyed the Donald Trump 2026 prediction, some of you didn't. Sorry, I have no control what the cards want to tell me. Um, but yes, I am doing JD Vance. I'm going to do a bit of a series on the 2026 predictions. I'm going to do obviously JD Vance and some other important Zelensky, Putin, Netanyahu. I'm going to do big world leaders, Carney in Canada. So don't worry. All right. So JD Vance, 2026 predictions. JD Vance. Let's see if it matches up to Trump somehow, especially near the end of the year. JD Vance, your yearly predictions for 2026. All right, cards are ready. Wow, are they ever? Oh, lots of stress. Love, the heart. Wow, big obstacles for JD Vance. Change. We got change coming. Lots of chatter around his love life. Look at, we've got all three cards of birds here. Let's see. I want to make sure this is all in. Okay. Ooh. Something's going on in his love life that we are not privy to. He's got a big choice to make, big change. Big changes coming up in his life. His ship is definitely coming in, the anchor and the ship. But it's going to be very stressful for him. He's got an opportunist in his way. Endings, work. Career change. Yes, I believe JD Vance something will change with his work. Possibly a bump up. His love life is actually, there's a big secret here. And we're not privy to know. This is amazing. He's got all three bird, which are all couples, right? Swans mate for life, storks mate for life. Owls don't, but this is still a couple, and this is showing me one flies the nest, one leaves the nest. Doesn't mean it's permanent. It just means somebody's had about enough, and it's especially when it's with the heart card. But this is also my internet card, so it could just be the chatter on the internet. And so maybe one just lays low for a while, and you can only see one. So maybe they decide to put their marriage off screen, offline, right? But there's something going on here we are not privy to know. We are allowed to know it's causing him a lot of stress. A lot of stress. There's something here that's a real drag on him that's causing him a lot of stress. When the anchor is on top, it's heavy, right? An anchor can be stabilizing, or it can be a real drag when it's heavy on you. If these two cards were reversed, I'd say his ship is coming in, and it's going to cause a bit of an upheaval, but it'll be very stabilizing for him because the anchor's on the bottom. It's stabilizing. It's holding things down. It's a foundation. When it's on top like that, it's heavy, especially on the cards. Especially on the cards. He has a big change coming into his life that's going to create some kind of burden. So you see this mountain, this ship, and then this mountain is in the way. And he wants to get to this part. The garden is your outside, anything outside of your home. So where you work, your social life, that kind of thing. Ooh, the clock is agreeing. He has a big, huge choice to make. definitely he has to make a very important choice. Um, there's a big ending coming in his life that I think is going to be very upsetting, something he's not really prepared for. Big changes, big changes that create. Um, it's interesting because the stork here and the sun match up, so that whatever these changes are, that are endings for him, when one door closes, another door opens. Um, it'll be upsetting and disturbing, but good at the same time. I'm gonna say he has an opportunist that is actually eyeing him up pretty good, and I think I'm not gonna say names. Um, somebody wants to build a nest with him, and it's a real drag on his marriage. Yeah, he definitely has something ending, and it's something, or I believe it's something around his career, because he has the moon, which is your career, which is different cycles that you're in. When the moon shows up, it's a bump in your cycle, and his exit card here is the garden, so it is something to do with his work. But for him to move up, there's a big obstacle in the way, unmovable obstacle. So he has to learn to fly up and over. I think what I'm seeing here, just knowing the situation of what Trump's cards are, I think he's might be in a situation of walking that tightrope of, Mr. President, I think, you know, your health is detrimental to running the presidency, with that fine line of, being a traitor or treason or trying to oversee the president. I think there's going to be a very fine line for him. It'll be very um, upsetting to him in some regards. Uh, but this is the big decision that he has to make. When it's on top of this mountain here, it's a decision of the mountain, this obstacle. And he knows there has to be some kind of change. All right, let's go a little bit deeper. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to show you, if my Lenormand readers will know this. So the heart, so chatter, if you look at the four corners, the heart, so his love life, is a big chatter on the internet. This is my internet card. This is an opportunist coming for his love life. And it is somebody that is in his social or work circle. And I think everybody kind of can figure out what's going on there. And when you look at those four corners, this opportunist, I'm not saying anybody's an opportunist. I'm just showing you what the cards are saying. This opportunist is looking back at him, at his love life, or perhaps thinking he's a stability in a life that is right now very unstable. It's creating a lot of internet chatter, and it's somebody who's in his social / work circle. All right, JD Vance. 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 2026. Oh, yeah, huge decision. Message. I think he already knows. Lovers. Official person. Well, who's the official person? Who's the mountain? Distant horizons on the change, his dream. Main female, that's his wife right there. Bad health on the anchor. Family room on the ship. Concern. There's a big concern in his marriage right now. Courtship, he has to make a big decision. Coffin. I think he's going to choose his wife. Wealthy man. And imprisonment. Isn't that interesting? Because the imprisonment, and that's also a cage. And high honor. Okay, I'm going to call it. I think JD Vance is going to be, he's going to be the one who convinces President Trump to step back. And I don't think he's going to be, he'll be acting president with parameters that he wasn't thinking that he would have. So he's not free and clear the president. He is going to be like acting president. And so he still has some kind of parameters that he has to work on. I think he's going to put an end to the rumors with him and Erica Kirk, and I think he's going to choose his wife, and rightfully so. Yeah, I think he's the one who has to talk to the official person who's the mountain here. He's the one who has to make the decision to talk to him. I don't envy that position whatsoever. And a dream of his is going to come true. So if one of his dreams was to become president of the United States, I'm going to say before the end of the year, we will be hearing he will be the president of the United States, even if it is in an acting position, because we have the high honor in the career here. Yeah, this bad health is going to be a drag. I think they already know. I think they're, the rumors of, Trump's health, I think are true. I think he already knows this. In this message, you can see the envelope is already open, the drawer is open, so they've already read the message. There's definitely big concern here, but it's something that on the book we aren't privy to know. But definitely, I think that's the chatter. Absolutely, isn't that crazy how that has shown up? And she's not wearing her wedding ring, and somebody said they were fighting or talking loudly or something, and that's actually really subjective, right? For when you're looking at the outside, how a couple is talking to each other. Yeah, he's definitely going to choose his family. Definitely. And here we have the end of the opportunist. So I think he's going to put an end to that. He's going to nip that in the bud. Yeah, I think President Trump's health is a big issue already. And I think it's going to be put on his shoulders to broach, to bring the subject up. He definitely has a dream coming true this year. That will be a change in his life. And especially with this high honor elevating him in his career. All right, let's go month by month. I think the rumors about the lovers are going to continue in January. I think we're still going to hear. So I don't know if he does something at Christmas with her or they have another kind of meeting, but the rumors are definitely going to persist. In February, and this is interesting because I think Trump had something in February as well. There's something he learns that is of a concern. It's obviously secret. I don't know. Is it about Charlie Kirk? Is it about Trump? I don't know. Um, Here we have in March, that's when his wife becomes more important to him. This main female is his wife, and she's in here and facing his future. If she was here, then I'd say her back is on him and she's facing her future forward without him. But facing this way, she's facing the rest of the year with him. So that's why I'm very confident he's going to choose his wife. We don't even know if anything's going on. It could all just be our perception of what's going on and internet rumors and whatnot. Um, but that doesn't mean they aren't having problems. They're like he's mentioned a couple of times. If she was only, he's trying to introduce her to Christianity and whatnot. Um, but I think there's going in March. It's almost going to come to a head in something about his marriage, and it will be all over the internet. April, he might run into some kind of health problems in April, or the health problems of the official person becomes a real drag, or is very obvious, and there's no more denying it, because in May is when sometimes these messages, especially under health cards, can be lab results or some such thing that cause a lot of stress. Could it be his lab results? Absolutely. Absolutely. So it could easily be his lab results cause some stress. And maybe all this stress that's going on previously has created a stressful situation for him that is dragging his performance as vice president down. June. June is when it's interesting because these are both threes, and 3 makes 6. So June's going to be very important for him, and I think that will be the end of any kind of rumors about his marriage, and he's going to choose his family. He's definitely going to choose his family, and that's interesting. That's in the month of June. July is actually, there's some kind of change coming, and it's a dream come true for him. He has 2 anchors, so this is going to be a very important year for him. It'll be things that happen this year that carry forward. Anchors are long timelines. So I think there's some kind of change that's coming into his life that will act for a long time. September, I think this is a big change, big decision for him. And 2 and 2 make 4 and 4. This is going to be huge. Courtship, sometimes it's a very misrepresented card. It's somebody who you are in. It can be, your first dates or whatever, but you're courting somebody to your idea, to your way of thinking. Courtship can also be networking or putting on a sales presentation because you're trying to bring somebody into the way you think. So this is part of the big decision that he has to make in September. In October is going to be all about Trump. It's going to be all about Trump. The obstacle, it's like the mountain that he must climb. And I think he makes that decision in August, and then in September, August, September. Either he's made the official person or he has to talk to this official person. I think it's going to be tough on him, really tough on him. I think by November, and this is interesting because Erica Kirk's birthday is in November, this is the end of that. And I don't think that'll ever be an issue in his life again. He's absolutely putting that to bed. And you think about it, if he is elevated to president, he does not need any kind of love scandal in his life, like like JFK or Clinton. You know, he doesn't need any of that. He needs the stability of his family, which he chooses up here. So it's interesting. It's going to take that long for that rumor to die down. So whether he, you know, does something before that that keeps the rumor alive, or just sometimes some rumors never go away. But there's going to be something in November that he 100% for sure closes that door, and everybody will be, um, they'll be like aware that that is, don't even talk about it anymore, because it's that it never was anything and it will never be anything. And then November, something comes in and that makes him, that elevates him. And I think that matches up with what's going on in Trump's. I think Trump had the coffin in December. So something happens for him that elevates him in November. So is it in November? They decide on something. I don't know. You guys have some kind of other vote or something going on. He may be like come to the rescue of that. Now, some people would say, well, that would be the end of him being a wealthy man. That would be if this was on top. Then that's the end of him being a wealthy man. But when he's on top, is something ends that makes him a wealthy man. And then in December, like I said, it's interesting. They both kind of look like prisons, right? I'm not saying he's going to prison. So all of you in the comments, you know, settle yourself down. I'm saying that he is bound by something at work. There's something that really binds him, that almost, not a trap per se. It's something that seals the deal. Something that now what he's doing, he's got like, he's in this glass cage and everybody can see what he's doing. It restricts him from doing some certain things. I think, you know, and sometimes that's like that. You get that promotion, and now guess what? You can't go have coffee with your coworkers downstairs because now you're in management. Management frowns upon fraternizing with employees. So something like that. Something like that. Um, he's going to have a really good July. I want to just quickly look back at the anniversary, the July 4th. He's going to really enjoy it. He really is. Yeah, he's going to really enjoy it. But he's got high honors, and it does match up with Trump's in some regards, especially at the end of the year here. Interesting. Well, we got a whole year to wait to see if it's true or not. Thank you very much for watching. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.